Well, folks, he's back like a bad rash. Andrew Cuomo's back in the game, announcing his candidacy for mayor of New York City. You remember Cuomo, right? The guy who was governor. Got caught up in a bunch of, shall we say, unpleasantness and then decided to take a little break from public life. Yeah, that guy. He's back. Apparently, 4 years is all it takes to miss the sweet scent of power. Cuomo kicked off his campaign with the usual promises. He's going to fix the city, make it safer, bring back the good old days. He even acknowledged that things haven't been so rosy lately, but hey, who better to fix it than the guy who, used to be in charge? Of course, no Cuomo comeback story would be complete without a healthy dose of self-promotion. He spent a good chunk of his announcement reminding everyone about all the great things he did as governor. Remember how he handled the pandemic? Yeah, good times. Except, for all the people who actually, died. But let's not dwell on the negative, right? Here's the thing, though. Cuomo's return to politics isn't exactly a triumphant one. It's more like that awkward moment when you bump into someone you ghosted a few years back. The person you left hanging after they accused you of, sexual harassment. Yeah, about that. Turns out a lot of people haven't forgotten about the whole sexual harassment scandal that forced Cuomo to resign in the first place. The one where multiple women accused him of inappropriate behavior. The one where he denied everything but then eventually stepped down because the writing was on the wall. Now, I'm not saying Cuomo is guilty. That's for the courts to decide. But I am saying that the allegations against him are serious and should not be ignored. And I'm also saying that it takes some serious, chutzpah to run for mayor while still facing those allegations. So, how are New Yorkers reacting to Cuomo's comeback tour? Well, it's a mixed bag, to say the least. Some people are willing to give him another chance. They figure he's learned from his mistakes and deserves a shot at redemption. Others, not so much. They see his candidacy as a slap in the face to the women he allegedly harassed. Then there are the other candidates in the race. They're not exactly thrilled about Cuomo's return either, and who can blame them? Imagine you're trying to run a clean campaign focused on the issues, and then this guy shows up, baggage in tow, trying to steal your thunder. One candidate who's been particularly vocal in his criticism of Cuomo is Scott Stringer. Now, Stringer knows a thing or two about Cuomo's record, having served as the city's comptroller. And let's just say he hasn't been shy about pointing out Cuomo's flaws. Stringer's called Cuomo out on everything from his handling of the pandemic to his cuts to education and healthcare. Ouch. So, can Andrew Cuomo actually pull this off? Can he overcome the scandals, the criticism, and the skepticism to become the next mayor of New York City? Honestly, it's too early to say. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be one hell of a ride. Look, I get it. New Yorkers love a good comeback story, but this isn't some feel-good movie. This is real life with real consequences. And the people of New York City deserve a leader who's not just looking out for themselves, but for everyone. Whether Cuomo can be that leader remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, this election just got a whole lot more interesting. Stay tuned, folks.